Hey everybody, we're back with another Let's Play. This time it's Risk of Rain Returns. Yes sir, this is the remake of the very popular Risk of Rain 1 by, I forget. Anyways, it has been a while, hasn't it? If I say that every time, then it would, then it truly is an access to video. Am I right, guys? Man, I really just wish I could really just crack open that walnut of mine, see what's going on in there, and really organize it up in a way that you guys would be satisfied. But then it wouldn't be me, would it? Nope, no sir. This is the schizophrenic playthrough that you guys have been waiting for. It has been 3 years, and I know, you guys. I need to stop addressing y'all as you guys. I mean, I know guys is being seen as more gender neutral these days, but I feel like somehow that's still a little weird. At the very least, you gotta mix it up a little bit, you know, fellas, fuckers. I don't know. I feel like there aren't very many gender neutral pronouns these days. I say these days, but I guess there's more than there ever has been. Am I right? Sorry, this is a very awkward start to the video. Anyways, keeping in tradition, this is not the first take. This is the second take. And, as because I've been dealing with my issues, as I always have been, and always make these videos whenever I'm at a perceived low point in my life, so to speak. But really, it's not going too poorly for little old me. I've got a job. I'm out of college. Life is good. I have a place to stay. I have food to eat. And in this economy, like, what more could you ask for? So how have your days been, huh? I'd like to know. Speak your truth in the comments. Let me know where it's all coming from, huh? I like to think of myself as an entertaining guy. After all, I'm the only consistent person that I've been talking to for the past 22 years, right? In a way, you have to appreciate just how you can really never get tired of yourself. If you did, maybe you distract yourself with some sort of social media platform, or perhaps engross yourself in a hobby, right? But I don't have either of those things, so that must mean that I'm a really entertaining person. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Sound off if you're a fellow Axis head. That is what we call ourselves in this community. Me, myself, and I. we all do that. I'm sorry, guys, okay? Please, I'm begging you, anyone, just let me know you're there, okay? Say in all caps, I'm here! If you made it this far into the video, I will be setting these checkpoints, one after another, and you need to make a comment for each one, okay? Okay? If you're a true Axis head, this is what you'll do for me, right, guys? Please, I'm begging you. Oh, Jack in the Box. Check that out. That was pretty fun, huh? It was like a little boing. Boing. I can make like a sexual innuendo right now, but it's kind of hard to do that. It's kind of hard. Just like something else in my pants. Am I right, fellas? Am I right, fillettes? That's the female form of fellas. Even though fellas is already being seen as a gender neutral term, that it is. Am I right, folks? That's another one. That is another one. Woof. Who am I kidding? I'm just talking to my own inner demons, aren't I? Look at this big fella, ancient wisp. It's kind of like he's drifting across the ground. You know, there could be a lore implication for that, but we all know that they were just too lazy to make a walking animation, right? Still, he's pretty cool. He's one of the cooler guys out there, for sure. Look at that. I'm about to be dead, guys, and if you don't want me to be dead, why don't you sound off in the comments? You know, sound off in the comments if you don't want me to be dead. Say, please don't die. With no context, you know, the people from before who did the first comment but didn't do the second comment, they're gonna be real surprised, they're gonna be real confused. Then again, can't you just see the other comments and then copy them to make it seem like you made it that far into the video, you know what I'm saying? But then you wouldn't know which comment to copy, right? So you'd be a fake fan if you only copied the second comment, thinking that it was the final one. I'm keeping you guys on your toes, aren't I? You see, you won't get any other kind of interactive comment on this website. This is a real doozy. Some might say I'm the most entertaining person of all time. I'm sorry. Probably only I would say that, and that's not even true. Like, I am not the most entertaining person ever, but I am the person that I know the best. That is to say, I know nothing of myself at all. Really, what do you know about yourself? Recently, scientists have figured out a way to map out the brain of a mouse. That's not to say that they've done it yet, but they finally figured out a method. Now you can say that's infeasible, that, you know, you'd be able to completely pick apart the human brain and really figure out what it is that makes us human. But who knows? Maybe they'll get it within my lifetime. Maybe I'll be able to figure out why I became the way I am. Maybe there'll be a new word for my disease. Maybe everyone will get their own unique diseases. But all in all, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty satisfied. Did I mention that I have a place to sleep, a place to eat, food goes in my mouth, and I'm happy, and I'm sad, and I'm all these things, right? But in the end, like, I'm not becoming more complicated as a person. If anything, I'm becoming more and more simple as the days goes on. I feel like my thoughts are becoming less and less coherent, more and more simple, and I'm just running in the same loops. Is that what it means to be an adult? You have less things to worry about, and in a way, that gives you less excuses, right? Because as a kid, you're just a bundle of nerves. You have like 99 things to worry about, and a bitch is not one. But because there are 99 things to worry about, you're not really concerned about pinpointing. You're not really concerned about sorting each and every one out. You know, you're like, that's something future me will worry about. That's something I'll fix each one of these problems one by one, and I'll become a more well-rounded person for it. You don't have a plan. You don't know what you have to do. You just pick your nose like a snot-nosed kid and get on with your life. Now that I'm adult, however, you know, I got taxes, I got money, and you know, what else is there to worry about, really? But thanks to that, you have to start making a plan, and it really is a lot less fun. I'll tell you that much. But in a way, you do find fulfillment. You find fulfillment in waking up every day. You find fulfillment in running around in your little routine. And the things that you can count on, right? But you do lose a lot of that joy that you had in in your everyday life. Man, this is getting way too depressing. You know, this is why I scrapped the previous recording, and perhaps that's my entropy. That's what all paths leads to, and it's just me being depressed. No wonder people are falling for short form content. Nobody wants to sit with a thought that they've had for any longer than 10 seconds, and that's because it all eventually decays. You find the novelty and it wears off, and you're left with yourself. And yourself is not a fun place to be with. But you have to remember that that's not the case. After all, like, who do you wake up with in the morning? It's not the person next to you. It's not your imaginary friend. It's yourself. It's what you perceive. And you have to be happy with that, I think. And if not happy, then satisfied. Like I am. After all, what else can you do, right? It's not a particularly happy existence, but it's not a particularly sad one either. The more you grow up, the more you find out that happy and sad, good and evil, all these vague terms don't matter. What matters is putting food in your mouth. You know, watching sports or whatever the fuck. Yeah, everybody, if you're satisfied with your life, leave a comment. Say, zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. My, oh my, what a wonderful day. You know? Really appreciate yourself. Appreciate what you have. And say, I love you. Not in the comments. Not in the that one didn't count. But really, I'm just saying that to me. And you should say that to yourself as well. I think. Right? Does that make any is this anything? Oh man, how do you do it? How do the streamers do it, man? How is it that you're able to play a game, organize your thoughts, and speak to other people at the same time? That is crazy. I do appreciate their jobs. And that's why it's something I need to figure out for myself. Right? Sorry guys. I don't know where the teleporter is. I might just die here, but man, every time I'm stuck here, every time I'm mired in the knot that is my brain, I think, wow, why would anyone find me interesting? But if you think that you've already lost, if you can't find yourself interesting, why would anyone else think that, right? Life isn't an anime. They're not going to encourage you while you're down. In the end, all you need to do is sell yourself. Sell the concept of yourself to other people. Which is why people can't be honest. And that's another contradiction that we find ourselves in, right? Oh, I'm dead. But, I'll finish that thought. You know, people are made up of contradictions. We tell each other, just be yourselves. Be your genuine self. But that's not interesting. Everyone can spout these fucking Puritan thoughts, but it's not going to lead anywhere. In the end, you do have to develop a version of yourself that other people would be comfortable with. And this is what this channel is for. That is nothing. Alright, well, if you made it this far, guys, say, yeah, I did it. I am happy. Fuck, I'm gonna scrap this recording as well, aren't I? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna fucking do that. Fucking, I don't know, man. I don't know. Please don't leave me. Don't leave me.